that's never free.
Jerry in Arkansas, you're on the air. Thanks for holding. Welcome.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
It's nice to speak to you again. I want to commend you on being one of the few last credible sources of information out there. But I called to touch on the point that you said earlier about how the Bible is being changed and how this is really and truly a spiritual battle, although most of us only see the secular side. And I wanted to read something to the listeners out there real quick who think that Jesus was always a pacifist and believed in letting evil trample over him. My Lord said this, "But now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one." And he said that these things were going to be necessary for the transgressions that were coming concerning him at the end of time. We are in a very deep spiritual battle with these people who you talk about every day, who are the sons of Satan. And many of us are going to lose our bodies in this battle and our lives in this battle, but you won't lose your soul. And you have to understand that we are spiritual beings caught in a paradox of space and time.
And for anybody that doesn't know that, they have no discernment. We're on a planet in deep space. I've got the top CERN scientist in mainstream news saying they're about to open a interdimensional gate.
The beings who run this world that serve their god, Satan, they have illuminated knowledge that they have not shared with the rest of humanity, and they use
that's the big lie. They know if the public knew the truth, they'd instantly repent.
Absolutely.
They know. That's the thing about the truly evil ones. They know all this. Kill, steal, and destroy. What does eco-science say? Kill us. Their religion was killing us 3,000 years ago, and it is today.
You're absolutely right. And we are so close to the end times. The great prophet Daniel said that at the end times, Babylon, which is this system we live under, not the place over there in Persia that we now call Iraq, Babylon, which is the system, would speak with the voice of the lion. You can look this up yourself. Now, what that means is the lion was a symbology for England. So in the end times, the world is going to speak English. The other night on CBS News, they were playing a little story about the beauty contest in South America, which, of course, I took some interest in. But these girls spoke and looked just as English and American, and you could not even pick up an accent in their voice. They're teaching the children in the middle of
it is the world. It is the global imperial language.
Absolutely, because they're preparing us for this new Babylon, this new one world system, one world order, in which they bring the chaos and then they bring the solutions. And that is the mission statement of the 33rd level. You know that. You tell people that every day, Alex, of the Masons, who are one of the inner sections.
Jerry, great points, but we're out of time. Back with the final hour in 70 seconds. More of your calls. Webster Tarpley. We are already into hour number 4. I'm going to continue with your phone calls, then Webster Tarpley will be with us about 30 minutes. By the way, I forgot to print it. Will you print me the headline? Because I just want to have the article he wrote. It's detailed, huge bibliography. Was Fort Hood shooter Patsy in drill? That's close to the headline. Was Fort Hood shooter a Patsy in drill? I need that for Webster coming up. Then I'm going to play a clip from The Watchman. All this talk about Watchmen today. The New World Order has its Watchmen. This is deep Illuminati teaching. We're going to play this on air and expose these bastards for what they are. Let's go ahead and go back to the phone calls. Let's talk to Gabe in New York. Gabe in New York, you're on the air. Thank you for holding.
Hi, Alex Jones, Gabriel. I sent you those photos on the caller from last week. I sent those photos to Aaron at Infowars with the troops with the 30 caliber machine guns on Jones Beach. They're basically walking around the boardwalk. The photos are very self-explanatory. I wrote up.
What is the title of your article, and what address did you send it to? I want to pull them and get them to Kurt and him.
I sent it to Aaron at Infowars.com.
And what's the title?
It's, I think, Jones Beach military 30 caliber machine gun.
Okay, guys, can I have a pen? My pen's just... Oh, here's one that's on the floor. Okay, so the title's Jones Beach 30 cal.
It talks about, it's pretty self-explained in the photos. I also had a couple other points I wanted to get across that I think are important. Here's what the New World Order is. It's, if you understand the system, people, the new listeners on the show, it's the combination of Risk, Monopoly, and chess. You combine those three principles, those three games, and you'll understand what the system is. The individuals, however, to understand them, you have to understand history, patterns, and psychology. And what is their psychology? Their psychology is being sociopaths, highly paranoid, psychopaths, addictive personalities, obsessive-compulsive, hyper-competitive, calculated, control freaks, and in some cases pedophiles. I've seen that, and they believe in Machiavellian philosophy.
They use criminal guilds and secret criminal guilds of compromised people, and pedophiles are one of... That's always been that way with Satanists and people throughout history. Even before they called it Satanism, it was all about sacrificing children because the state and the priest class demands our most pure and innocent. It's a war against innocence. But yes, the pedophile guilds are very near the top of the pyramid.
That's what they believe. They also believe in this idea called if I can't have it, no one can. In other words, they'll destroy the world.
All of their philosophy, I have that in Endgame, all these top transhumanists say, if we can't control the world, we will destroy it. Lenin wrote that. You really know your stuff, Gabe.
The thing, here's their game. You want to understand their game? Their game is an aristocratic game where people are mere playthings. Remember the American Revolutionary War with the battlefields? How it looked like a big board game, how the troops would be lined up shooting each other. And why did they do that? Because they wanted to be gentlemanly-like. And we have to remember what their ideas come from. They come from British royalty. So
remember David Gergen, White House advisor to 4 administrations, got in my face and said, you sneaking into Bohemian Grove wasn't very gentlemanly.
My friend loved that clip. He said that was the best thing he ever saw in his life. And as far as these people are going, you got to remember what the elite are like. They're basically of British royalty, and they believe in
They're
being
basically
very
a bunch of decadent, sickening, hyper-intelligent control freaks. And I don't like what they're doing to me and my family and other people. And I don't like them going after innocent people, and I'm sick of their garbage.
That's why they're openly honest about what they're doing. They want us to know what they're doing so they can justify everything they're doing. And in many
ways,
then
they say exactly, we admit what we're doing, but then we lie about it because if you're profane and deserve to be destroyed, then we admit it to you, but then deny it. It's a mind game to say, well, we told you we're going to do this. Now we're going to launch our PSYOP. Now we're going to lie to you. You're absolutely, listen, you should start calling in a few times a week to the new caller line, 512-646-4444. You're so good, Gabe, and we might play a minute clip of you ranting about something on the news every day because you absolutely are on target. You're a fellow after my own mind, and we really appreciate you. That's a good caller right there. Stay with us.